The Financial Survival Network, helping you to survive and thrive in the new economy. This is the Financial Survival Network.
Financial Survival Network is presented to you by Regal Assets. Buy and sell physical gold and silver through your existing retirement plan, 100% tax-free with Regal Assets. If you want to include physical gold or silver in your existing IRA or old 401k, request your free investment kit, which was recently featured in the Forbes and Smart Money Wall Street Journal magazines. Call toll-free 855-678-6620, 855-678-6620, or visit regalassets.com. And it's time for another Triple Lutz report. Once again, the Nanny State backfires. Just when you thought it was safe to consume a Big Mac, along comes America's first nanny, Michelle Obama. Mind you, her favorite food, and this is a secret, is a cheeseburger and fries. But that's not good enough for Johnny. You see, while Johnny may be a functional illiterate because he's been deliberately dumbed down in a government indoctrination center, also known as a public school, Ms. Obama is insistent that this programmed failure is going to eat healthy, the way she doesn't. And how do we do this? By a fiat or a decree, the same way her husband does most of his dirty work. Perhaps you're unaware of the new health guidelines laid down by the Department of Agriculture. You see, it's all part of the Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010. And I'll bet you never heard of that. But it basically says, while there may be such a thing as a free lunch or one paid for by the U.S. taxpayer, which is basically the same thing, the price of that free lunch is that your kid is going to get a bunch of veggies and fruits that they don't want to eat. It's going to be tasteless, blobby looking, and totally unappetizing. But hey, the price is right. Zero is exactly the price that I would pay for this tasteless stack of alfalfa sprouts, along with some dried out fruit on top. And they've raised the price to pay for this healthy stuff too. The meals have gone up by about 25 cents a piece. And don't forget, just like Nanny Bloomberg banned the Big Gulp soda, your high school kids are now limited to just 850 calories for lunch. Now, this might be okay for the typical kid or smaller kids. However, athletes and larger-bodied children run multi-thousand calorie days. When I was a kid, I was pretty big, not fat at all, and I was downing over 3,000 calories a day just so I could wake up in the morning. And listen to this. It's a quote from a paper. The changes are hard to swallow for students like Blome. On Monday, 70% of the 830 Mukwonago High School students who normally buy lunch boycotted cafeteria food to protest what they see as unfair. It's a one-size-fits-all thing. Middle schoolers in the district also boycotted their school lunches, with counts down nearly half on Monday. They're not alone in their frustration. Schools across the country are reporting students who are unhappy with the lunch offerings. The sub-sandwich line at Mukwonago High, I think it's in Wisconsin, used to let students pile veggies on a 6-inch French bread bun. Options now include a fist-sized whole wheat roll or a multigrain wrap, and the once popular line is now mostly empty. What a shock. I mean, the kids don't want to eat alfalfa sprouts. They just don't want it. So here we have the first nanny whose love affair with junk food is legendary. You know, at her last Thanksgiving celebration at the White House, she had 6 different pies. I mean, she just wants to control what you and your kids eat. I don't disagree that what kids eat today is total garbage. Of course it is. But these liberals are so big on education, they'll spend anything on it. Let's educate the kids and the populace about the issue, about healthy eating, and let them decide. We're spending trillions of dollars a year on a failed education system. Let's spend a little bit more and teach the benefits of a proper diet. But oh, wait a minute, that won't work. These kids in these dumbed-down schools just won't get it. We need to force them and their parents to eat healthy because we know the right thing you should be doing. Of course, we might not always be doing it, but that's a different story. So this is just another example of state-sponsored nannyism hitting the brick wall of reality. This is Kerry Lutz, been another Triple Lutz Report, signing off.